Okay, today I am so excited. I got this book in the mail today. Timeless Music of India. Okay? So there's a lot of cool songs in here. I can get this book for a lot of you guys. I know you're going to like it. We're going to start with the first song, which is the national anthem. Okay? Now the thing about this book, this is a easy, simplified song, but there are more challenging songs in here too. So it has different levels. So it's not all the same level throughout the book. It's different levels. All right. So what we're going to do first is we're going to look at a couple little things that are tricky, and then you can practice, and then you can resume the video and try to play with me. So the first thing you need to be aware of in this song, look at your bass clef. Your first note it starts in the left hand, and what letter is it? You should have already said it. It's letter G, right? All cows eat grass. And look at the number underneath it. This is very important. Our thumbs are not sharing C. There's a picture underneath the title that shows you where your hands go. So use that picture and go, oh, I see. I'm supposed to put my third finger on G. And also there's a 3 under the G, so we should know that. So make sure that hand is correct. So put your left hand third finger on G, your right hand thumb on C. All right? Now, don't take your hands off the piano, but look at line number 2, measure number 2, which means box number 2 in line 2. There's a symbol in front of that note. That symbol is a what? It's a sharp. Okay, sharps go up. So instead of regular F, we're going up to the black key, F sharp, with the 4th finger. Play that F sharp. Make sure it sounds just like mine. Actually, it's down here. So you're right there, okay? Then, if we go, leave your hands there. If you go to the last line, you were playing a D. Before you were playing a D with the 2nd finger, but at the beginning of line 3, it says move 3 to D. So you'll have your right hand 2nd finger on D, then 3rd finger. You have to switch real quick. 2, 3, D, still D, but with a different finger. So what I want you to do is play D with a 2nd finger. Now play D with a 3rd finger. Now try to do that quickly. Could you do it? Now you try it a few times. All right? That's another thing that we need to work on before we start. And then the last thing on the last line of page 1, since your 3rd finger's on D now, look at box number 3 or measure number 3. It says thumb on C. Well, we have a 3 on D. The next finger's 2. So if you're going to put your thumb on C, you're going to have to squish it on there. So let's practice that. You're going to play D with the 3rd finger, C with a thumb. Do it again. D with a 3rd finger, C with a thumb. Okay, it's a little uncomfortable, but that's how it's going to be. So let's get our hands set from the beginning. Those are the things to think about. If you need to pause the video and look them over again or rewind the video and go over it again, that's fine. We're going to try to play the first page together, okay? I'm going to play an octave higher, so my part will stick out a little bit, okay? But you're going to be by middle C. Here we go. 3rd finger on G, don't forget. And don't forget the half notes are going to get 2 beats. Everything that's not colored in, you're going to hold for 2. And watch out for ties. You remember what ties mean, right? If you see the line that connects the 2 notes, the tie, it's silent, okay? So don't play a note that has a tie, okay? When it's on the tied note, you just hold it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Hold for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tie. 1, 2. Okay, did you get that? Did that 3 sneak up on you on the 3rd line when you had to go from 2 to 3 on the D and you were like, oh, I forgot all about it? You can rewind the video and you can practice again with me until you can get page 1. Now remember, practice means over and over and over. So however old you are, if you are 10 years old, you play page 1 10 times when you sit down and practice. You might know it after 5. Oh, why do I have to go till how old I am? Because I already know it. I've gone 5 times. But practice is over and over. So you want to practice for perfect. And so your fingers remember where they go, okay? So even though you get it one time, well, maybe that was luck. Let's make sure it's skill and not luck. So playing it over and over, that's called discipline. Doing something with discipline and practicing correctly. Make sure you hold your notes correctly. Make sure your fingers are correct. Once you play page 1, however old you are, you can play page 2. Now maybe that's going to be the next day. Maybe you play page 1 on the first day and you learn it. And the next day you play page 2 and you play it how old you are. However, since there's no school and we're stuck at home, you probably have a lot of extra time on your hands. So I bet you could probably do it in the same day. All right, even if you just came back to it later, or maybe you're just going to keep on practicing. I mean, we've only practiced for 6 minutes at this point. Once you turn it off, I mean, you could probably go on to the second page. And then you do the same thing on page number 3. You play at how old you are. There's a few sharps on page number 3. Watch out for those. And page number 2 has nothing new on it that you didn't do on page 1. But you are going to switch fingers again. You're going to have the 2 on the D and then the 3 on the D. You'll have to move your hand. That's the only thing to remember. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to play the whole thing. So if you need to pause this video and practice your pages, 10 times or 12 times or 8 times, however old you are, go ahead and pause the video. When you resume the video, we're going to try to play with me. If you can't do it, try it over and over. You can rewind the video and play with me again and again and again. And then I've got the duet also recorded over there on my Clavinova. So we'll play it here, and then I'll put the duet on for you too, so you can play with that. All right, so I'm playing an octave higher than you. Your G should sound like this, okay? My G is going to be higher. Here we go. 3rd finger G, very important. Don't start off wrong. Make sure your fingers are curved. And don't play like this. That's lazy. When your bubbles are down like this, remember your hand's got a little bubble like a tennis ball under there, and your fingers are curved. So make sure you get all that, okay? When you're practicing, these are things to remember. Your hand position, your curved fingers, your bubble, your counting, everything. You go, oh, I got all the right notes. Well, did you play with your hand like this? If you did, you need to practice it more till you get it right. All those things need to be correct. All right, 3rd finger G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here goes your sharp. 3, 4. Hold 2. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Did you get that whole first page? Did you miss the sharp or did you get it? Did you remember to move your 3rd finger to D on the last line? Or were you playing and you went, oh, I totally forgot. I have to move my hand on the 3rd line and it snuck right by me. Well, then you can rewind the video and try to play with me again, okay? All right. So if you've turned the video back on, you are ready to play all 3 pages with me. Are you ready? Here we go. Then I'll play the Clavinova background for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. to the third finger. 1, 2. Thumb. 1, 2. 1, 2.